What's up, everybody? Bobby here with Simply Investing again. Kind of got a different setup here. I'm able to do separate screens now, so I'm learning with this as I go because I'm not a tech guy. Not really that techy of a guy. But hey, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I posted. I'm trying to run a couple businesses and working on a lot of projects with other people, as well as doing all this stuff and keeping up with financial news. But we're here today to talk about Polkadot. Like and subscribe. I know I talked about this on my crypto channel like almost a year ago, probably about a year to this day, but like and subscribe to this. There's a lot of great news involved with Polkadot right now, and it's definitely something that you should, if you were considering having crypto, definitely a good pick to have in there. So for me, just personally, I like it because it's one of the few that has not dipped below its initial coin offering. And that is a plus to me, and they just kept doing work after work after work. So I would suggest, guys, if you're interested, you want to do some research, go to Polkadot's YouTube page. They have tons and tons of videos and content. Let's just take a look here, just tons and tons and tons of it. So you can get real critical analysis of what you're getting into and what this chain is all about and how it's going to solve interoperability and everything like that. Now, I could see that this is probably going to be a blast, just like Cosmos is, because right now in the crypto space, everybody's trying to do their own thing and everyone's trying to be the first person to be the hit. That's probably going to cause a lot of chaos, right? Because you got a lot of things going on. So to have someone that can say, hey, it makes it easy to link everything together, move your stuff from Meta wallet to this wallet, all that sort of stuff, right? You want something that's quick, easy, and simple for everyone to know and understand. That's what I like this for. So with that saying, like and subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe here. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your support and everything. I'm just trying to get out some news and everything. If you guys, drop a comment if you want to hear about my businesses and what I've been up to in the last 10 years, because it's been quite a ride. I know I started this like 2014, 2015 era, and I haven't done much work on it, so that's my fault. I apologize. And there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. I just could not focus on it. I had to focus on, businesses and everything else like that. So, and then, all craziness happened during the pandemic and I had to focus some more on it. But now here I got a little bit of time. I'm going to try and do a video a day and go through some of the things that are in my holdings. So Polkadot is one of those things that's in my holdings. And right now, I think this is a good time just to get into crypto in general, because it's kind of plateaued. Nothing's really going too high. Nothing's really going too low. Bitcoin's hovering between 27 and 30,000. It's just, it really hasn't made a breakout yet. And I really think this is the start of a bull run. And I think Polkadot is an excellent one to get into if you're looking for a low cost coin that has a great utility, great value, great growth. Excuse me. And the reason why I chose Polkadot is I hedge with Cosmos as well, but the reason I chose Polkadot is because it had a great team behind it, and every time I'm checking Google, I'm checking my news feeds, I just see Polkadot just doing something. Like recently, they just got one of the largest accounting firms in the world to start working with them in a partnership with them. So there's a lot of great things happening. And I think that I don't think you're going to get a lot of explosive growth. I think it's going to be the last one to really kind of start going up, kind of like XRP. Just it's going to take forever to get to where it's got to go. So right now we're sitting at $5.88 a share. Now, like I said in the video I had a year ago, you always want, whenever you check something, you always want to check out what's called the white paper, which is just a description, kind of like a thesis term. Like, this is a description of what we are planning to do. And when you see something like this, I mean, my God, it is ridiculously long. So let's look at 17 pages, and then you got some clever art, but it's you can see there's a lot of technical terms, a lot of exactly what's going on. It kind of details out everything. This is very important. This is very, very important for everyone to know. Like, you want something that's kind of detailed like this. This doesn't look like you just kind of slapped it together, threw it out there. It's something that someone internally was doing to display what the company is doing and for what they're doing here. So like I said, their goal is to really solve the interoperability problem, where it's hard for like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these other ones to work to function together, and then at the same time everyone's creating something to try to knock out someone else. So as someone who's trying to use this like in the metaverse or Web3, you need something that can communicate seamlessly and effortlessly behind the scenes without the user being aware of what's going on. Because the average person, you have too much work involved. You got to go here, you got to go there, you got to go back and forth. They're going to give up. So to have something like this where you could just say, hey, just do these quick steps, and boom, you got your stuff. That's what people want. That's what they want to focus. That's what people like. Simple, easy, quick to understand. And that's the goal of interoperability that I see it as. You're trying to make everything seem seamless, quick, and efficient for it. And the more efficient you get, then it helps with, investments and everything, because the more efficient you can get, the quicker your money can move around and the quicker you can get stuff going. So I see a lot of gaming, those crypto earn games starting on Polkadot, because it's going to make it a lot easier for it to transfer wherever they want to go. But my main stake is that if I go back here and I really look at the graph, so this is one day, let's take a look at all, right? So it's hard to tell, but it's down here like in the twos, and it just kind of stayed steady and just kind of went up, went down, went up, right, with the bull cycles. But now we've been in this steep decline, but it has not dropped below the 2.9. Now, if we go for the year, we see we're still down. So you go to 3 months, it's down, but we're at this like nice cycle here. So I'm expecting that you give it another 8 to 9 months on this, you're probably going to start to see your return on investment on it. Now, the one thing that got me hyped is that Polkadot did start with, I don't know if they posted it on their live, but it's been announced on a lot of news. Let's see if we can pull that up here. But, excuse me, Polkadot. But it's just, they just keep getting like a big player. Then it seems like they're quiet, but they're not really quiet. They're just adding on some things. There's more and more developers, there's more volume, there's more activity on there. It just keeps on going. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Might take me a while, do apologize, of course, bad radio, blah blah blah. But it's a little tough to find some of this stuff. Even with quick Google search, because no one's really paying attention. It's kind of like crypto went down. Everyone, because the talk, I could tell the average person talking about crypto says, "Oh, it's crashing. It's like, well, technically everything is crashing right now. So when everything's crashing and everyone's telling you not to buy, that's when you buy. It's kind of like listening to a politician. When they say everything will be fine, it's not going to be fine. So that being said, everyone's telling me, oh, it's crashing, oh, this or that. Yeah, I lost money. Overall, I lost a little bit because I'm dollar cost averaging in and plugging in. But, I think this part of the reason why it died is because it has not gotten back to $20, and people are like, oh, it's still like $5. It's dead. It's dead. It's not really dead. Its activity is growing, wallets are growing, users are growing. It's like the whole damn thing is just growing on a consistent basis. So I do apologize. I'm in my office right now. Just get a lot of spam calls right now. People selling stuff. You know how that goes. So bear with me on that. Get rid of that there. So sorry about that, guys. Just bear with me. Kind of lost my train of thought there. I got my dogs in the back so they don't interrupt as they learn how to open the doors like Jurassic Park. Anyway, I might have to cut this video short as I go, but I want to kind of do a little bit longer on this. But it's like I said, I haven't really discussed much with it, but the one thing I can say is that the users have gone up, the community has gone up, everything has gone up on this, and the price has not. So if you're following Warren Buffett's advice, then this would be a good thing to start investing in. Now, I'm not saying like go ahead and plug your life savings in. Never do that. I am not a financial advisor, but however, I am a licensed broker. I do have my Series 7. I did have a Series 6. I never really kept up with the training and stuff on it, but only because when I worked at Bank of America, it required me to. When I was in their private equity side. However, as a broker, I really don't care. I just trade. You tell me to trade, I trade it for you. You sell it, I tell you I sell it for you. That's it. So that's what you gotta understand. My mentality from just having a Series 7, not a Series 6, is that I don't care about, the overall financial well-being of it. I'm just here to execute your trades. So usually, if you have any questions, always contact a certified financial advisor. That's the best way that you probably can help mitigate any losses and follow a path for consistent growth. But if you follow any typical investment pattern, you know that here they come. Here come my dogs escaping. So let's make this quick here. But you know that if you are constantly down, but there's a lot of positive activity, a lot of growth, a lot of revenue, a lot of everything, but the price of the stock or the commodity is down, then you know that, hey, it's probably a good investment. And I do say that because like right now it's up 3.71% for the day. It's kind of what I do like it for is that you can stake it, and make sure you're staking on an actual validator, and make sure that you are staking it to some place that you can trust. I stake it through my crypto DeFi wallet, and I do it through the Nano Ledger X, and that's a good way to do it because it's secure. You actually own it. It's in your wallet. All you gotta do is wait 3 days to unlock it, and then you can sell it off. What you also gotta do is, if you stake on say like an exchange like Binance or Uphold or any one of those, right? You gotta realize you're giving up your voting power to give them that voting power. So you're basically relinquishing your voting control for a quicker and easier way to stake. Now, if you only have like 100 DOT, it's easy to get stake there. But if you got say like 100,000 DOT, then it's easier for you to become your own validator. So, but you also got to do a lot of work as a validator. Like there's a lot of stuff. I don't know the exact details, but there's a lot of work that is involved. And a lot of validators are usually, when they say, oh, they're voting to reset the blockchain, that's usually validators. Now, what I can say is that staking is not a form of like guaranteed interest-based investment, which is where I see a lot of older and people in the SEC are involved. They're looking at it as like a Ponzi scheme where they say it's a guaranteed investment, and that's not what it is. What you do is you validate the network and the transactions on it, and the bigger the validator is, the more voting power it has, and the more activity it must do to maintain its position in there, right? So there's a lot of things, but for the common person, it's hard to understand that they're validating the network and performing tasks. Like some of the blockchains require that these people staking are actually securing the network and doing some other stuff, and then they get a percentage of those transaction fees. That's pretty much being compensated for your work. The only thing is that you have to have a barrier to entry. They must make it hard enough that not every single person can, in a blink of an eye, become a validator, because that would cause utter chaos, and you have too many people voting, too many things going on. But it's decentralized just enough that you have enough validators that you don't have to worry about, anyone taking advantage of it, because it's easy to buy out people that got in for free, because you just offer them anything and they can vote however you want them to vote. But with that said, guys, stay out there. Like, if you're wondering what's in my wallet, I could tell you right now, it's XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, DOT, Cosmos, and Chronos. The Chrono token, the crypto token, CRO. That's only because I want the card. And right now I'm staking in the DeFi wallet to get maximum amount of coins. So when the next bull run happens, it's gonna come to the value that it is. That would be the card I want. Now, people always say, let's go to the moon. It's like investing. You don't want to say, you're not trying to invest to go to the moon. You're just trying to invest to 10 years from now, double your money. That's how I always put it. Like, my crypto investments aren't designed for me to say, oh, I haven't made any money this year, I got to back out. No, just keep putting in. It's kind of like XRP, my relationship with XRP. It goes down, I keep buying. It goes down again, I keep buying again. Down again, I buy more. I haven't bought any XRP since it jumped, even though I think my average is like 78 cents per coin on my average buy. But when it was in the 20s and 30s, I was buying a lot. Now that the market's getting ready to peak, I just slowed down on it. But you have to make your own decisions. Don't just listen to a guy on YouTube for investment advice. Always do your due diligence. Always do the effort that you need to do to get to where you want to be. Make sure you hire the right people, financial advisors, accountants, whatever you need to answer your questions appropriately. You don't ever want to be that you're investing and then they're giving you wrong advice, because I'm weeding through. There's a lot of pump and dump shit going on with crypto. But now that everyone has kind of fully backed out and it's really just the people that know what's going on, aka the smart money, is coming back in. I'm sorry, I forgot to add in there. I also have Quant in my. I can't believe I forgot that, because Quant's one of my biggest ones I just been harping on. Get in right now, because right now it's at the same levels as Bitcoin, has better usage. It's the best way I could say Quant is, this wasn't really a video about Quant, but I know I'm getting off topic here. We're derailing the video, but like, Bitcoin is the gold in crypto. Quant is the platinum in crypto. That's how I view it. It's going to be worth way more. It's got way more uses, and it's got a lot of big banks behind it and supporting it. Therefore, right now, while it's at $100 share, hey, I bought a lot in August when it was in the 50s. And I've been just steadily dollar cost averaging, I guess, my way up, because I don't think it's going to get any lower than 50. But I just been, buying chunkfuls. And that's what you should do. Now, you got to also remember, I put a lot into crypto, but I also have stocks. I also run a couple businesses. My family has a couple businesses. So we have like a nice base, and we're working hard on our businesses to build fruit first, and then you take a little bit of that fruit and then you go and invest. Excuse me. If you are working, and a 9 to 5 is perfectly okay. If I can recommend anything, is work hard and be excellent at your 9 to 5. Then start investing in other things. Because if you do that between 20 to 30, you'll probably be making mid 6 figures by then, and then you can invest the extra money into rental properties, and then invest that money into stocks and everything else, and then finally crypto and high risk things, high risk investment products and yields and stuff like that. But don't go rushing into it. If you only got $6,000 to your name, probably not the best thing to do. This is probably not the best thing. You want to get to the point where you're getting a good steady income first, and then you can focus on something. Then you can start doing something else. So, and like I said, that's why it took me forever to come back here with this. And I got to go because that is an important call. But thank you guys. That's why I stuck with this, to bear fruit. Thank you guys. I will